Welcome back to Nino Kuni 2. So yeah, it's time to finally attack the horned one. But first, let's see what the guys are saying.
What's the use of a fancy sword when the creature you try to chop down to size is that blessed big? That must just squish poor Revenant underfoot before he can get anywhere near.
Don't worry, I don't.
Have you seen the power of certain mystical swords, like the Master Sword, the Buster Sword, the Lightning Sword, the
right there,
Sword?
The size differential is certainly
and
a concern.
And of course, everyone's favorite blade that there is only one of, the Keyblade.
With a spell that existed that might cause Evan to grow to a similarly prodigious size, alas, it does not. That would be interesting. Let's go Legend of Korra Book 2 on this, apparently.
No, Evan, you don't get a say.
Or Bowser Inside Story or Dream Team.
What are you looking at, Tunny?
She's admiring the pond.
That pose.
I the Sword of Unity at last. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
She's looking at the water.
Rich, what are you looking at right now?
I guess there's something underwater.
You, Evan?
There's something in the water.
I mean, it's like remarking ruling, so it's not to exclude there are fishes running around.
I don't know. The way she's looking at Evan at that angle, though. Hey, eyes up here, girl. My eyes are up here.
I think you've got something mixed up there, Jova. But whatever.
I need pure and blessed, Jova. Come on.
Oh, look.
Pure. Yes, the pirate girl is pure.
Yeah, okay, it's Roland first.
Yeah, he's at Roland's.
We got the stick you used to forge your Kingsman from the Higgledy, yeah? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, remember, that's the name of the... Well, remember, Theo, that's the name of the names of the Higgledies. The Higgledies have names, don't you?
I don't remember that being this, whatever. We helped him out in a tight spot, and he gave it to us to say thanks.
Yep.
Wow, seems like a long time ago now. Well, it actually is.
Well, remember, that's how we met...
Well, I know Pedro is just...
Higgledy gave you a present? Flip, man, I didn't even know they could pick stuff up.
Yes.
Considering my version had a different name altogether, of course I would be confused. Remember this one.
Well, all the Higgledies have fairy tale kid-like names.
If I thought there was a black story behind that twig, I would have been a bit more impressed.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to.
There's a story behind every object.
So basically, much to Lottie's like, we're going to replace a twig with the sword as our new King's Bond symbol.
Evan, my eyes are up here.
Is she right?
Oh, want me to go work on the Sword of Unity?
Yes, please.
All right.
Evan, my eyes are up here, you know.
Yes,
he is looking up.
For goodness sake.
He actually is looking up. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
See the noticed curve in the back of his neck?
All right, time to see if we can't figure out how to turn this cup into an evil.
Busting sword.
The master sword, the bane of evil's bane. Yeah.
The sword that tips 20%.
All right, so we'll leave it. All right, as we'll see later during the credits, it's going to take actually a combination of both the best scientists and the best wizards in Evermore to make that sword. But we'll see.
Of course.
The creation of the sword is done off screen, but we'll get a little concept art of it during the credits, so we can get a good idea.
If you don't get the sword done by the end of the week, I released the leaf book footage of you and what's his name snogging under Evan's throne.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was interesting. But I mean to ask first, Lottie, are you sure it's alright to use the royal twig this way?
It's a flippin' stick, man. What do I care?
Alright, you make us spoken.
You just said that you should have cared more.
I've been around the place now, seen a few things, like, I never realized how much I missed out on, you know.
Hmm?
He's jealous of the other kingmakers.
Like an actual halfway decent symbol of our flippin' bond. You seen the stuff them other rulers have got, man. Stasi is sick. And what do I get?
A stick?
The stick of truth.
He feels inferior.
Well,
A stick, man! A flippin' stick! Are you seriously asking if I'd rather have that thing or a flippin' holy flippin' sword? You need your head examining!
Well, I just want to know if it meant a lot to you emotionally.
Okay,
But I'm glad to
Lofty,
see you're not back,
Turn it
Crusade.
into a walloping great big legendary blade, and let's never mention the flippin' twig of flip again, shall we?
We shall.
Lofty, calm your Cheetos, please.
Somebody remove the stick from Lofty's ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where we've been keeping it.
Well, alright then, guess we'd better get to work.
Let's get to
Work! Alright, Evan hands the cup of communion to Bracken. And the royal twig as well.
That bloomin' twig.
Shiny.
Oh, Bracken, you were 5 minutes away from the deadline. Count
You
your
made the
lucky
case
stars,
for it,
man.
too.
There's no gold on it, 0 out of 10.
Let's go slay some
I
demons.
would have preferred red instead of green, but it's good.
Green's a nice color.
There you go.
Don't drop it.
There you go. So Lofty. Look good?
Yes, just don't drop it on your foot, Evan.
Oh, of course.
The Sword of Unity, of course.
Sounds like Final Fantasy XIV music.
Thank you so much, everyone. With this sword, we can defeat the Horned One and put a stop to DeLorean's wicked plans once and for all.
It's Dalaran, for the record.
Tis a fine piece of work and no mistake. By the way, what was that rumor about a video going? Nothing.
Shiri?
You look almost tough, Evan.
Almost.
Almost.
Well, remember the Dwebs. Tanya is always 100% honest, and she thinks it's almost tough, not full tough, so she'll just say it.
Honest,
Still
I'd
looks
say
like a
more she's just
child.
full of sass.
I have informed the other rulers of the sword's completion. Good job, Yander.
They'll be assembling their troops as we speak.
Alright
Yes,
then.
hoping the sword isn't a bust.
It's time for the final showdown.
After 5 flippin' years, man.
Yes!
Well, you know what they say, Lofty.
The more the merrier.
The turtle always wins the race.
Better late than never.
Turtle died eventually, man.
Just a little longer now.
So DeLorean here is about exactly.
DeLorean, yeah.
Dalaran.
Just a
I'm
little
just gonna
more
call him
and he'll be
DeLorean.
related to me at last.
Remember, as Jova noticed, his name is an anagram of Roland.
Yeah, they'll fuck with this game, so we're gonna call him DeLorean.
Sure.
I can't blame Dribs on that. DeLorean does sound funny, but
Alright. Now time for some payoff. Thematic payoff.
I would like to begin by thanking you all for coming to our E3 conference of 2019. The battle ahead will not be an easy one, and without the support of your armies, we would have no hope of victory.
We still have no hope.
Shiri?
How could we refuse? The Horned One has returned. If we do not stand together, we fall apart.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah, United. Well, we'll still fall, but at least we'll put up a fight.
Wow, Dwebs, how optimistic of you.
Yeah.
I know, but look at our leadership. A guy who really just recently turned from the dark side, a gambler, someone from underwater, and a failed inventor. Okay, no chance.
I will say this in favor of Dweebs. So Goldpo doesn't strike me as having a military force.
Yeah,
And
you need,
Hydropolis
yeah, you need a
has
brain
its
like
own
mine and
issues.
technology like Broadleaves if you're gonna get through this. Any numbskull can see that.
We must be masters of our own fate. It was you who taught me this, King Evan.
True.
And to
This
stop
is kind of a
gambling,
lineup of misfits, though.
I mean, especially considering we kind of snatched
here you go,
almost
Teo.
all the generals. And besides, what meaning would your hand-worn union have if we did not unite in the face of so grave a threat?
I agree.
that'd be kind of pointless, wouldn't it?
I agree with Mausinger.
You're right. Thank you, all of you. If we make a stand together, I'm sure we'll be able to bring peace back to the world. For the umpteenth time.
And if we fail, then
Our strategy is in place, and all forces are on standby. They have their orders. All you need to do is to say the word, Evan.
Alright.
Hmm.
Not that word, mind
You
you.
didn't tell him what the bloody word was, you fool.
As it,
Come. Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Oh, was the word come?
No, that's not the.
we're trying to keep this.
Alright,
We're trying to keep this peg at 12.
Frieza with an eye.
To be fair, Peggy 12 games can get away with that occasionally.
Isn't
Okay.
that T for team round in your
So another round of
Yes.
talk with everyone. Yes, oh, you're just saving? Oh.
So Lofty, what you doing?
I'm all fired up and ready for anything. Old horny boy's gonna wish he never bothered to show up by the time we're done with it.
You were saying,
I
you were
rest
saying,
my
Pedro.
case.
Never.
I rest my case, Pedro. I rest my case.
Okay, I rest my case. The defense rests.
I mean, it is a completely innocent line. The problem is we're the ones reading it.
Good.
My first conversation with King Mazinger is showing to be a man of great sagacity and a high-ranking leader. Although he's not perhaps the most playful of souls, he's shown no interest in casino whatsoever.
This is most unorthodox.
Yeah, it's the same casino that landed your country in the trouble it's
Blood may
in.
yet remain between Grimalki and Mousekind, but our troop stands ready to fight side by side nonetheless.
Well, yeah, like we've already established, it will take time to fully go away.
I don't know. A quarter of your troops were probably killed by little pockets of rebellion in your.
We must do all we can to return peace to Ding Dong Dell into the world.
There you go, Dwebs. I
Unless-
referred to you to what Mazinger just said.
Unless we do what the South Park movie was trying to do with Battalion 5.
Still though, Dwibs, you of all people should know the power of uniting.
Oh,
I mean,
this is
hey,
important. Go ahead, Shiri.
There are soldiers all over the world out there. But they don't seem to be mixing very well. I just hope they don't stop fighting each other.
Wow, Tardy is about as pessimistic as their chances as I am.
Well, Dwebs, maybe all the troops need is a good motivational speech.
Yeah, I know, but I
so we're gonna go Lord of the Rings on this.
I mentioned the high caliber of leadership earlier.
Although Dwebs, like we've just established, we're kind of in an emergency here. We really need to try to pull through, and for the greater good, we can't just stay here and do
The
nothing.
greater good.
I mean, think about it like this, Dwibs. It was looking bad for America during the Revolutionary War, but by uniting forces, they managed to kick England's butt eventually.
If Evan really wants to end divisions and unite the world, he can't just give up at the first sign of difficulty. Whatever the strategy, my robo buddies can handle it. I've tweaked and retweaked those guys till there's nothing they can't do.
Sip and brack and sitting in a tree. K-I... Oh, not the time yet.
To be
sorry.
fair, Lofty, almost everyone knows it.
Sure.
It's good to see Mass soldiers and Grimalkin soldiers getting along. Long may it continue.
Hopefully.
Wait, you say they're getting along, but Tawny says they're not getting along.
Tani said soldiers. She didn't mention specifically Grimalkin and mice. So maybe she's talking about the other soldiers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the room, Tardy's yelling, bullshit!
And that's how
Well,
you did
well,
that's
maybe-
bullcrap.
Yarr!
Okay.
Tis time to take the fight in a snake-headed cur at long last.
Well, maybe it was what they're Well, Tony's not very pessimistic about this. Bracken is actually optimistic. That's maybe what's good. All right, go ahead.
Evan, lad, this is the big one. As soon as you're ready, say the word to old Roland, and we can get things a-rolling.
Ha ha ha! I see what you did there.
Maybe that should be the signal word.
Go ahead, Shuri.
My people have not set foot outside Hydropolis in 3 centuries. To do so and be presented with a world in such a woeful state is tragic indeed.
True.
Your army's going to be the heavyweight.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, what will they...
Well, when you've got an army who's 3 centuries out of practice, you are pretty much the weakest link. Look, it's like we said, Hydropolis is pretty much screwed, guys. Like, just evacuate the town.
I mean, it's a good thing also they managed to not to be submerged by the wave that formed when the Horn One crashed into the ocean first.
That's a
So
good
what's
point.
So what you're saying, Evan, is that this lot should go first?
No, Lofty, that would be
guessing-
sending off them to slaughter.
Seeing soldiers from Goldball and Hydropolis at each other's throats does not bode well for unity in the ranks.
Wait, so are they united or aren't they? Make up your bloody mind, guys.
That's the thing, Dwebs. It's not black and white. Some are getting along, but some are not. I mean, there's a lot of people.
This is hopeless, Evan. We're divided on who's divided now.
Well, Lofty, there's one thing that unites us all: the will to survive and not die.
It's literally 4 armies from 4 separate kingdoms, so obviously not everybody's gonna get along. Some people are, but some aren't. That's just how it is.
So this is the big one. I ready to take the fight to the horned one.
Let's not forget that this is the first time ever that all 5 great nations are working together in mass. This is unprecedented for this world. So obviously there was going to be some growing pains.
Alright, let's get started, shall we?
Alright, now we're gonna get to one of my favorite moments in the game.
According to Zip's analysis, $N is somewhere inside the horned one.
You? Oh, okay, you mean, okay.
Who are you to judge? Which means we need to find a way in if we're going to face him.
I propose we take the shuttlecraft and crash it into him, and he'll be
We
blown
only
to
get
pieces.
one shot at this, Evan. It's showtime.
Sorry, Batu, but we need a more tactical approach.
What's so tactical about ramming something big into another big guy?
You watch too much Star Trek, Lofty.
Actually, I think, were you doing Batu or Lofty there, Dwebs?
Well,
I think either works.
either way.
Wish face.
Yeah, this is pretty happy. This is pretty happy sounding music for a lot about to go to war.
It's the calm before the storm, Dwebs.
That too.
Alright, let me explain how we're going to do this.
As you know,
Die.
It's okay, we're cutting that nonsense. Oh no, we're not.
Can only be eliminated if all 4 towers generating it are destroyed at the same time.
okay.
Rush.
The timing up even slightly, and one tower will
No, actually, no, Jova. Again, the game is going to take advantage of the theme of unity to have everybody have a role, as you'll see in a moment. So there you go. Yeah.
Indeed. We Hydropolitans have our own methods, and we fight at our own pace.
So yeah, we need to take down all 4 towers at the same time, which means we need to take down all Kingmakers at the same time.
Coordination.
Yeah.
simultaneously.
So just get the sticky bombs, and that'll blow them up all at the same time.
Yeah, but how much range they got?
Take them out at the same time.
In the wise
lot.
words of Wade Wilson, fuck it, just use all of them.
And then he forgets them in his car.
Oh, come on, stop being xenophobic.
We're not difficult enough already. I just can't see how this is the best use of our resources.
Alright, Evan, I think we need a different approach. Go ahead.
Or a speech at least.
Alright.
Help me out here, Evan.
Alright, grown man, I'll do it.
Alright, pay attention.
If the 5
Hey, listen!
to work together, we have already lost.
Yeah, we're pretty much doomed that way.
Make us strong. I may be a king now, but if it were not for my promise to Aranella, I would never have found the strength to rule.
Who's Aranella?
You don't need to know!
They know, Dwebs, that her death was all over Leaf Book.
Aranella, I would never
It was?
have found the strength
Yeah, but not everyone has Leaf Book.
True.
The
Something
promise
wrong to
I
you?
made,
Hold on.
I'll wait until the ending.
it saved me.
Okay.
I think I might know what Tio's issue is, but I'll wait till the end too.
Same.
Begging me to avenge her.
I sat there as she was stabbed, I think, before getting burned alive.
So there you go. One of the main reasons, another main reason we didn't realize that Evan chose not to take revenge on Mausinger was because of his promise to Nala.
I never noticed him having feelings of vengeance.
Well, remember, Mausinger asked him to take his life.
Oh, no, I get that. I mean, Evan never really seemed fixated on vengeance, like, at all in the plot.
So many wonderful people. People who stood by me. Who fought at my side.
And kind of made fun of me, but we'll leave that out.
I wanted to give up. To break down and cry. But I didn't. Thanks to you. thanks to all of you.
Oh, just like Oliver in the first
Every
game.
single one of you did something good.
The support of his friends helped him overcome his sadness.
I'm keeping myself from mentioning the fact that I did all these sword quests for them, but right now we need to be in unity. So everyone did a good job.
Hey, King Ever, how come it took you 5 weeks to get this together?
Work with one another. We can do this.
Because you were too busy fighting.
United, we can build a wonderful future for everyone. That's why we are fighting today. Why we have to keep fighting to the last. So please, make this promise for the future of our world.
For unity?
And
are we supposed to be
beyond?
cheering now?
Yeah.
Cheer now!
Wait, what?
It's like
Yeah,
we're waiting for the cue.
there's Lofty with the sign, that cheer.
Yeah. Applause.
Amazing.
Ooh, I see someone's impressed by someone's big
Do
vocabulary.
you really have to share
You also
right now?
it also serves to show how far Evan has come, because remember when we first started this kingdom, he tried to give a speech and was all shy and kind of stumbling over his words. And now look at him, all confident and completely sure of himself.
I know this is a map, but what are those trajectories in gold?
I don't
That is
quite.
weird. Normally
I
on a
don't
regular
quite
map,
know.
those would be the lines of latitude and longitude, but one of them's
Maybe
diagonal.
shipping lines.
They are in an erratic pattern, though, Jova. Oh,
Well, that's why I said normally,
to see the
but I have
bigger
no
up
idea
closer.
here.
Go ahead, I'm scared of getting my soul stolen.
Is it for the-
Like
is
my
it
soul
for,
eye does.
you know, locating based on grid or something?
It's weird though, because some of the lines are diagonal. It could be. Hang on, I thought none of us could have our soul stolen because you were a kingmaker. Isn't that the whole point? Are you useless?
Yeah, alright, I know that. I just forgot.
Lofty, if I lose my soul today, you are fired.
Anyway, what was it we're supposed to be doing again?
Saving the blipping day. Ronan wrote it down for us all. Step 1. Get
Don't
in.
fuck up.
Step 2.
Don't-
Beat up DeLorean. Everyone has their part to play, including you. Here, you better take a look.
Why do I have to be
Alright.
the distraction?
Operation Hornfall,
Because
mission
you're the
briefing.
kingmaker.
The development will consist of 5 task forces, each made up for handpicked units, all of whom will need to work together in order to achieve our mission's objectives. Each force will be led by a ruler of one of the great nations, and the operation will consist of 3 key stages. 1. Destroy towers, target made vulnerable. 2. Direct assault on target. 3. Enter target and eliminate Doran.
Oh my.
There you go. So yeah, that's why we don't have a boss rush, because again, keeping to the theme of unity, everybody will have a role to play.
Task Force's operational aims will be as follows. Stage 1, Master Pugnation neutralize Red Tower, Queen Nia neutralize Blue Tower, President Vector neutralize Purple Tower, Kim Mausinger neutralize Green Tower. Stage 2, King Evan, render Horn 1 weak enough to enable direct infiltration.
Oh my, indeed. But yeah, conveniently color-coded with all their color schemes. Except for Pugnacious, he doesn't really have anything to do with
Surprise,
red.
there is a tower of purple instead of yellow. Usually that's the other major color. Stage 3. King Evan and a select force will infiltrate the Horn 1 with Lofty's help and locate and eliminate Doran.
Do what?
This won't be easy, and it won't stand a chance of success if we don't all pull together and do our part. Good luck out there, everybody. You're going to need it.
Calling
I'm
it
just gonna
right,
stay here eating popcorn.
calling it right now. Oh, we're to advance toward the Horn one and make ready for the barrier to attack the moment it drops. Calling it right now, there's going to be a shockwave that knocks out everyone else, and we'll be the only ones self-conscious to go in and deal with DeLorean. For that to happen, our allies will need to put all 4 towers out of action at precisely the same time.
A bit of walking followed by a bit of waiting, eh? Reckon I can handle that. Let's get to it, my boy.
So, cutscene.
So, Tia, what
No,
was your...
skirmish actually.
I'll save it for my final thoughts.
Oh, wait. So we have ourselves a new mini
A
game, I'm
skirmish.
guessing.
No, it's a skirmish. But remember, our role is to make way and weaken the horned one. So
Yeah. No
How
hard
do
mode
we...
again.
Weird that we're not just shooting at him then. Unless we're trying to charm our way in.
well, we have some airships that from our army taking care of that.
Besides, this ain't GTA, Joe, we can't just run him over or anything.
All
To
right,
me-
everyone. This will be our greatest challenge yet. Forward! March!
To me, this is where, to me at least, the primary main theme of the story becomes all the more evident. To me, this is a story about the strength of unity. In the sense that I really get the feeling that Hino's primary message with this game is how, despite how troubling it is and how hard it is to overcome the troubles of the world, the only way we can truly get that is by working together and not against each other.
Oh shit. I sense an overwhelming evil. I cannot read it.
Don't bother. The basic point is...
I should. It's important text. Why we made it when it disappears so quickly?
I don't get...
This is definitely...
I don't get it either.
This is definitely one of my biggest qualms with the game. I mean, yeah, in most cases...
I mean, I wouldn't... the smallness of the font is another thing on its own. It depends mostly on your eyesight. But it's the quickest. It's how quick it is with the timing.
True.
I mean, does it really need to be automatic?
And I honestly don't think it was like... You say, oh, it was like shorter in the Japanese version. That's why it was okay. No, considering what they said, I'm pretty sure it was a big... chunk of text even in Japanese version.
Yeah.
Basically, the text did not need to be automated. Just let us do it at our own pace.
I agree.
Oh!
I mean, the
And we've
tension
got-
of the battle seems
Brian
to stay
Skimmer.
long enough for you guys, but
I don't
yeah,
understand.
that was 3 lines and it disappeared in like
Yeah,
less than 3
I
seconds.
don't understand this either, honestly.
So,
This is
okay.
something that they should have thought through a bit more.
I think the problem here is that I'm having trouble telling what's going on here because of a text going by too quickly. I mean,
Well, I can- well, let me sum up.
This is important
Well,
dialogue.
it's
so-
kind of it's like what the briefing said. Each ruler of a nation is confronting the palace swap of the kingmakers. And
Yeah,
you're basically each other
yeah, the
saying
ba- the
something
ba- the basic gist of it-
You're a
let me sum up.
die monster. You don't belong in this world. That's what
I
we
guess
said.
the weird thing is, like, I mean, why do they need to, like, halt the action for that while we're in the middle of battle here? Why not just have a cutscene showing them all facing up while we do our thing?
I would say, considering level 5 and this in how referential this game is, it's kind of a throwback to how the final boss of Rogue Galaxy works. Because in that game it works without spoiling too much. It works in a sense that each members of your party has to be sent and separated, each fighting his or her own section of the boss in order to weaken him enough, and then our protagonist deals the final blow.
Yeah, but the difference is, like, well, you get to play as each of them,
That
whereas
too.
here...
Well, to be fair, the skirmish was programmed mostly for Evan usage, so I guess we didn't bother the. And also, I guess in making it more easier, because as much as I love the challenge factor, I recognize that for Rogue Galaxy, it is still a kind of a difficult final boss if you don't know what you can do, if it takes you by surprise.
True. Well, just let me just sum up. The basic point is that the soldiers, of course, have their own fears, but their leaders, being their leaders, obviously keep motivating them and tell, no, we can do this. We just need to work together and all that stuff. Work together, actually. But
Believing
Together, that's how
well, yeah,
it should
obviously.
be.
Well, obviously, I'm not saying that faith can't be a good thing, obviously, but yeah, like I said, the primary theme that I can tell Hino is trying to get across with this is again, no matter how hard the adversity and how hard it is to solve it, you can only really have a chance at overcoming it if you work together, not divided and against each other.
So basically,
My-
we'll be together, whoa, in harmony.
Well, this entire game has always, like, if you go back, like, again, you can bring up Chapter 8 with, of course, Mausinger realizing that he needs to overcome his hatred and fight for tolerance. Again, this entire game is about unity, about tolerance and unity and compassion towards your fellow man.
No surprise there.
All right.
I
go.
can't do this alone, even though
Basically, yeah.
I need something more than me, someone to push me to victory.
Evan, get your non-singing voice out of here and help us fight, man.
Meanwhile, the
Wait, you want my non-singing voice out of here, so
the
that
horn one is like,
that
I
means
am
that I
not
should actually be
weak.
singing.
You know what I bloody well meant.
I also really like the lack of cynicism in this story. Like one particular aspect of the story that I really enjoy is the complete lack of cynicism that Hino writes it with. Like it's a classic style of fairy tale of the little boy king that inspired all 5 great nations to come together for a greater good.
Oh, hi, Sauron. Oh, actually, no, it's one of the towers.
Look, the eye thingy, it's gone.
It would be so easy in the hands of a different writer to...
Oh, they toppled the guy.
Yeah.
Hang on, didn't they say you had to take them all out at the same time?
Yeah, because otherwise the towers, the towers regenerate. Ron was explicitly clear.
Yeah, he said simultaneously.
I think they are. I think
powering on then.
I think they are. It's just that we're seeing it alternatively, apparently.
That doesn't make any sense.
We have to remember, gameplay-wise, we have to go through it 4 times.
Oh, there we go. Now Hydropolis is just reporting that they defeated their creature.
No, Shiroi. We're not going through anything 4 times, Shiroi. The towers are being done by the AI. That's not...
Wait. I see what's going on now. Basically, apparently the towers have been defeated. It's just we only get to see the red one go out. They're repeating that. Apparently they're all reporting that they defeated their creatures.
Yeah.
Albeit off screen. I'm gonna be quite honest, this feels a bit rushed. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I saw the green one still on a bit earlier.
That was...
Whatever.
He's a rat, remember?
What is he doing with Ridley's victory screech?
The logic is you were saying, Jova? Go ahead.
I mean, normally I'm not bugged by off-screen stuff as much, but this feels a bit... I don't know. Wouldn't it be nice to see how they actually defeat them? Again, I just feel that this could have been handled in a cutscene showing the other 4 beating them and then us doing it.
No, I actually agree. It probably could have been handled better, yeah.
It does feel... I guess this feels a little... just a bit of a shame that we don't get to see them do it on screen.
How do we fight this thing?
We have to go inside.
Yes, well, we have to open a way, and yes, we have a magic blade that can help us, but it's like what Lofty said, it's a fucking giant.
Well, before we do, go ahead, Shiroi.
Oh, why are we checking Leafbook at a time like this?
Why are we checking Leafbook? We're in a war here.
Giving us Peach. He looks pretty cool, doesn't he?
Tony, I know that you really enjoyed it, but it's not really the time or place.
And then the replies are like, "Oh, men are dying here, and you're a Leafbook."
just give me a second. I just need to retweet this thing.
Awesome.
Our leadership, everybody. Alright, he's a fine figure of a king.
Shiroi?
Yep, not bad even if I do say so myself.
It most certainly is. Good work, Tani.
Shiroi?
Now get back to work!
I'll take one of you next time.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Anyway.
Our leadership, they're too busy with fucking Leafbook.
Anyway, Tio. Question.
Hashtag saving the world.
Okay, Tio. You want to get a powerful figure weak enough to let you in? How good are you at charming? I mean, that may be the only way.
But yeah, just to finish what I was saying, like I said,
I guess it's ever so fitting because today is Valentine's Day.
I'm surprised.
And now this part is dated. Anyway, all right. So we'll go up against the orange one in the final mandatory skirmish of the game. Yeah, no, because
Awareness Day.
Basically, I literally checked the clock when the question popped up. Oh, okay, might as well stop this part here. Okay,
sure. That would only really hurt those of us who are actually single, which you aren't. Last I checked.
Yeah, what about poor me?
That's what I say. Happy National Singles Awareness Day.
but yeah, just
hold on. Let Pedro finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to finish what I was saying, one thing that I find very refreshing is the lack of cynicism that Hino writes this with, because it would be so easy for a lot of writers to write this in a more, for lack of a better word, a more cynical way, in the sense that it would be a bit, how should I put this, a bit, trying to find the right way to describe it, like,
over realistic?
Well, I don't know if I go that far with using that particular word to describe it, but fine, I'll something in between the two terms, something in between over realistic and the way Hino is doing it. Like the point is, like, it would be easy, and I really appreciate. I'm a big lover of fairy tales, much like Hino is apparently, and I really appreciate the complete lack of cynicism in the story. Like it's a fairy tale and it's very romanticized and it's proud of it, And I really appreciate it for that. It makes the game stand out in its own way. Like it's a breath of fresh air among so many stories out there that are a bit overly cynical at times, especially when discussing politics. So, and I think since this is a game for kids, I think that's the best way to do it. I would argue. I mean,
it's rated T for teen. You do know.
True, but Hino made this with kids in mind, regardless of what the ratings board thinks of it.
I mean, it still has to talk about politics, so yeah.
I'm
not saying it doesn't. I'm just
that it's very family friendly.
I know what I mean, Teo, is that it discusses that, but in a way that's very romanticized, in a way that will be very enjoyable to kids, and that kids will enjoy. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I will simply mean whatever. I'll save these for eventual the final thoughts anyway. So see you for the next part.
See you.
See you later.
Ciao.